Y'all are going to enjoy the hell out of the story that I'm about to bring to you. So grab your popcorn, your glass of wine, or whatever it is that you nibble and sip on, because this story is going to be one hell of a doozy. Now, if y'all remember, I think it was last week or maybe the week before, I did a video talking about how Richard Spencer had put out this begging video, because that's what he was doing, begging for donations and money, because he pretty much was expressing how he didn't have much money. Well, it turns out that a lot of people thought that he might have been joking or anything like that, but apparently it must have been true, because Richard Spencer is so broke that he could not even afford to buy a shot of bourbon. He used or tried to use a credit card in order to buy a drink. Guess how much the drink was? $4.25. When they swiped his card, it declined, meaning he had no money in the bank. I'm going to go ahead and read this article coming from Vice.com. It says, a bar owner in the alt-right leader's hometown posted the receipt on Facebook asking him to please refrain from visiting our establishment in the future. Now, I'm going to read to you what his receipt says. He went to something called the Great Northern Bar. The server's name is Michelle. It was dated May 6, 2018. The cashier's name is Vicky. To a one Spencer, Richard at 1:55 a.m. Bullet bourbon cost $24.25. It says 50-cent credit card fee, so it brought it up to $4.75. He got the receipt back with the words decline with an exclamation point written at the top of it. This man can't even afford a $4.25 drink. Let me continue to read. Things don't appear to be going well for Richard Spencer. It seems that his time in the spotlight as that racist in a suit who helped legitimize the alt-right and put Donald Trump in office is coming to an end. His marriage dissolved due to the stress of being a white nationalist propagandist who knew he was even married. And he's been begging for money on crowdfunding sites ever since his lawyer dropped him after he was sued for participating in the deadly Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville. And apparently, he needs the money. Like, really needs it. According to a Facebook post from the co-owner of a bar in Spencer's hometown of Whitefish, Montana, Whitefish, the guy who popularized the euphemistic term alt-right couldn't even afford a $4.25 bourbon over the weekend. Spencer isn't the only alt-right figurehead who has been having a hard time visiting local watering holes as of late. In April, a judge ruled that bars have every right to kick out people wearing MAGA hats or Make America Great Again hats if they want to. That same month, fellow fallen asshole Milo Yiannopoulos and his sidekick Chadwick Moore were chanted out of a Manhattan pub by a local Democratic Socialists of America chapter. But rather than kick Spencer out of the Great Northern Bar and cause a scene for the rest of his patrons, co-owner Doug Romering chose another shaming tactic, he explained to AM station KGFVO. I would never put someone's credit card up like that because they got declined. I would never do that. Except in this one instance because I thought it was kind of funny. And you want to know what's so crazy? Richard Spencer has been getting done in by his own ever since he got punched in the face last year. This is a white guy that put his receipt online for the world to see. Not a black guy. Richard Spencer hates black people so much, but black people aren't even his true enemy. It's other white people that don't like him, and rightfully so. He's a very unlikable person and has a very punchable face, as we have seen multiple times. Unlike other celebrities who have had their receipts posted online for stiffing local establishments, Spencer didn't just forget to tip his bartender. It seems like he might be completely out of money. Of course, there are other reasons a card could get declined other than lack of funds. As one Redditor suggested, it's possible he has more than one account and just uses a card attached to the empty one when he feels like being a dick to his server. But if the legal tactic he once used to bully his way onto university campuses isn't working, and he's actually broker than a college student like Ron Marine's Facebook post suggests, that doesn't bode well for the alt-right movement in general. I am under attack, Spencer said in April when he begged for $25,000 to fight his Charlottesville lawsuit. Losing this case would be catastrophic for our movement. For everyone engaged is dissident politics, to be honest. Well, I can honestly say loudly and proudly on this case that I feel absolutely nothing. Like, this brings me great joy. And also, he had a Richard Spencer. While we're talking about him right now, not only was his card declined, but GoDaddy, the site that actually gave him I guess you could say a section on their site, 3 days ago, they shut that down too. The walls are crumbling around this idiot as we speak, and he can't handle it. And for once, well, for a few times, it wasn't us that did it, because GoDaddy isn't owned by black people either. So he got shut down by white people again. The bank that I'm sure he banks with, I'm very sure is owned by white people. But, y'all let me know what you think. And let me know how hard you laughed while I was reading this story. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.